Let me tell you guys what my wife did. I was telling her about these comments on the chuck roll. You know, we did the video where she shows how cheap we get a chuck roll.
How what?
How cheap we get it. Cheap.
$4.19.
$4.19 a pound. There are some people, and it's not a lot, but it's enough to where we feel bad about it. They're saying that it's too tough, and they're bashing chuck roll. And we didn't show you right how Steph cut it up, but now you're going to see how it's cut up. Maybe our chuck roll is different. We don't know. Like it's boneless chuck roll, which I just read that on the box. Oh, so what my wife did was said,
My wife, I'm right here. I'm Steph.
What my wife did, Steph, she said, okay, we don't need more meat right now because we got that big haul last time. But she said, I'll go and buy another box of chuck roll and show the whole thing.
Because nobody's believing it.
Well, people are believing it. I'm just saying there's some that don't believe it. And we want everybody on board. If it's something that you taste and you like, that would make us happy that you could buy it and save money on it.
Also, some of you guys seem, maybe you're intimidated by like butchering this thing. And if you guys knew, I don't know how to butcher.
You're going to see. It's not a big deal. She goes to Costco. This is a weekend.
And Sam's Club.
This is a weekend. She went on her weekend. Like we chill out and stuff on the weekend. And by the way, it's a 4th of July weekend that neither one of us even thought about.
No.
I didn't until she got back. She said how busy. It's busy on the weekend anyway. But
I never go on the
July,
weekend.
no,
ever.
No. But that's what she's doing for the chuck roll.
Because I love you guys. And I want you guys to have a good deal.
And the honor of chuck roll.
That's
you can't
right.
be disrespecting chuck roll without an honest try.
Carnivore and you're not eating this chuck roll, you're blowing it because it's great.
So now you're going to see it all. You're going to be able to duplicate that if you wish. And then the only other thing I could think that might be an issue for some people is, I was just asking Steph, like, hey, early on in our carnivore journey, because we're almost at a year, I was asking her, when we started this, did we not have an appetite for it? Did we gain an appetite for the chuck roll? Because I don't ever remember having one and not liking it.
No.
We barbecued it first. We were barbecuing it. Delicious.
We ran out of propane one day and just had to finish it off in the air fryer. Yeah. And it was so good that we have not used barbecue since. We air fry every single meal twice a day.
It's so good. The air fryer makes it perfect. So sit back and enjoy. It's going to be some compelling video getting to watch her chop up meat. People are going to say she needs a butcher knife. I've been wanting to get her a butcher knife forever. She doesn't want it. I would love it if she would just get a real butcher knife, but I'm not going to force her.
I've never used a butcher knife. So
that's why I think you would love it.
I don't know. I don't want to spend money on it. This one's fine.
Well, she's doing a no-spend 2024. Nobody's keeping her from getting a butcher knife.
Nobody's keeping me. I'm keeping me.
Yeah.
And I'm fine with this. I can deal with it. It's fine. It's not a problem. I didn't know it was a problem until people were, till Steve kept saying he wanted to get me a butcher knife. And everybody else is saying, I guess the knife I'm using isn't proper, but.
We're going to do our best to document this and make it clear. Hopefully after this, somebody will tell us either, hey, your chuck roll is different than ours, and that's why maybe theirs is tough. A couple of people said it was tough as hell. We've never had a tough chuck roll, ever.
I do think, though, if you cook it too long, we like it medium rare. If you cook it too long, maybe that's when it gets tough. Okay, let's get into it.
Here we go. This is National, and that might be a different brand than we've gotten before, so we'll see what happens. But she's gotten different brands, and it says chuck roll neck off. $4.19 a pound again. Okay.
Basically, these are like 20 pounds each.
Are you going to process all of them today, or?
Yeah, but I'll just do one for the video.
Okay.
This will last us like a week.
Yes. A week of 2 steaks a day. Okay. Step by step.
Okay.
What are these? Where do you get them?
Well, okay. First, you got to get your biggest Tupperware out, which this is my biggest. Doesn't matter whatever it is. And I know it's not Tupperware. This is, I don't even know what it's called. Snapware.
Okay.
And these, actually, people might ask where these came from. I don't know if they even make them. I've had them so long. These used to be my flour canisters. So I would put flour, coconut flour, whatever in each one of these. So this, since we don't use flours or anything anymore, they're just giant containers that have nothing to do with. but they're snapware. I just set them out. This should be plenty for this one chuck should fit in here, no problem. I just started using these. Not this one though, I don't love this one, but they're stasher bags. I'm trying to load up on these whenever I see them, really good deal. The mega bags are, let me show you what one looks like. They're this big. So what I'm trying to avoid is freezer burn or freezer. So I can get most of the air out of these, but I've been using my food saver.
Right there.
And I'll do like a big long 12-inch roll, long one, and just stuff it full. But I keep throwing them away. And I was like, there's gotta be a better way. So this is what I've been doing. I have enough of these to last me for, I think I've got 4. That I can do a lot of in this. And then with what we're eating for the week, 1 box I can get in my Tupperware and reusable. Okay, these I found, they're food saver bags, but they're zipper bags. So this is what I've been doing lately, is using these because my food saver isn't sucking it out very good. It's taking me forever, 500 tries to get it to do it. But the little suction thing on there, mine has a hose and I can use it and suck out the air and reuse these. So I've been washing them and reusing them. So I'm trying to reduce my waste. These zipper bags are great. Walmart, I think it's 10 bucks for a dozen. These are gallon size. These Stasher Mega XLs. Amazon has these in this color for 21 bucks with a coupon. Also, there's a coupon usually. I've already used my coupon, so I can't use it again, but you guys could probably do it. And then I don't know where you're gonna find your Tupperwares, but wherever you get them, this is what I use. So whatever you've got, there's nothing special about anything I have. This is all just stuff I have. We've been trying to not use plastic cutting boards. So this used to be my one I used to butcher on, but I got a big solid wood one. And also, I guess wood regular cutting boards, they use glue. Ugh. And it's really hard to find a big cutting board that is a solid piece of wood. They're expensive. So I found one on Amazon. These are the ones we eat off of. So these go on our tray.
There's our signatures on them.
Yeah. I took a Dremel and made our juice groove bigger because chuck steaks are juicy.
Yep.
And so anyway, these are our meal cutting boards. Mine, I put a groove in for the fork and knife. His, he didn't want that, so he just got regular.
So that's the same as this one right here?
I just got a bigger version.
Bigger.
Yeah, and it was expensive, but cheaper than all the other ones. And this is the biggest I could find that was solid wood, and I knew these were solid wood because I've already had it. This is our old cutting board that we were used, but I'm gonna use it just to lay the meat on it and catch some juice. And then this is the one I cut on.
Here we go.
So I'm draining blood. Okay.
It's not light, guys. See?
No, it's not.
Okay, so I want to, this is what it looks like on that side. And then on this side. There's no bone in it. And there it is.
That's it.
So now, this is where the magic is. Her super secret technique for cutting the steaks.
You guys are gonna be shocked. So a lot of people are saying that what do you do with the rest of the chuck roll? You only eat the chuck eye.
Yeah, what?
I don't even know where the eye is. I cut the whole thing as chuck.
Let's see if we can see an eye anywhere in there. It'd be like you know what the chuck eye steak looks like?
I don't.
Can you see that end? It might be like, see this little section right here? That could be the eye. You see this piece right here?
Maybe this?
Like, see this or that? You're right.
I don't know, but look at this fat layer here. That looks good.
But somebody that knows this, they will be seeing it. See how this piece here looks like it does want to, like you could section that out. So it probably, I think that the way she cuts it, she's not cutting it like a butcher. You're going to have a steak that's going to have a part of whatever they are. The eye, the elbow, the whatever.
So sometimes there's this. I think it's skin maybe. There might be a little bit of it that they forgot to trim off. So I usually either leave it on because it's kind of fun to have a little extra something that you're tasting, or I'll cut it off.
I do notice that sometimes there'll be a bite and it'll have that on there and I have to chew harder,
It's
but
fun.
I like it.
Yeah, but I usually have been cutting it off. I'll just cut it into little strips like this, and then I just salt it and make it like a fun little meat piece.
Yeah.
So I put one of these Tupperwares, I throw the weird bits in. I cut off chunks of fat as I go, because we love fat on a steak, but we love to air fry the fat more.
Yeah.
So like this right here.
Okay, so you are kind of messing, like you're getting your loose stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm getting the loose stuff because when I cut into it, this one doesn't have a massive piece of fat. But, so I'll just cut it like this. And these are fat chunks that I'm gonna throw in the air fryer. Salt them, throw them in the air fryer just like this.
Nice.
They go in the weird miscellaneous pile.
That's the junk pile, and junk means good.
I don't see a massive fat on this one, but I bet you it's getting in here. That is a huge piece right in there. So as I get into it, we'll see.
Because you've cut so many up, now you know, okay, when I see that fat, you want to kind of distribute it a little more evenly than just one big fat piece.
Yeah, or we're gonna air fry it. So
Or we're going to air fry it.
So here we go, you ready?
Okay, this is the first steak that she's going to cut. Scientific method.
I usually cut about like a 1.5 inches maybe.
Okay, she's just cutting down, eyeballing it. She's not doing anything.
It's way fatter at this end than that end because
Your knife is pretty freaking sharp.
I just sharpened it. So
Nice.
look at that.
Wait, let's look at that.
I don't know where the chuck eye is, but it's
I would
beautiful.
think it's the top part.
This little thing?
I think that's the chuck eye. Here's her next move.
I'm gonna assume this one is for Steve. He eats about 1 pound, and I've done so many of these now. I'm just gonna cut this to where I think this is probably
Let's check
1 pound.
your scale.
Okay.
You turn it that way, yeah. So she does this by eye.
1.1.
Dang, that's
Pretty close.
Pretty
so if I
close.
get that and I think he doesn't want it, I might cut off this little piece right here and make it about 1 pound. But I don't even weigh them anymore.
Yeah,
and that would go in the pile for later.
Yeah, they're so consistent, and that comes from cutting all those steaks.
1.1.
And that's a beautiful steak.
Okay, so here we go. Done.
Boom.
There's this one. It's really thick, but this could be for me. What is it, like 9, 10? It's 10. So this could be for me, or if we're having like salmon and steak.
We eat salmon once in a while. I still eat steak. She still eats steak. We just lessen the.
Yeah, because the salmon's little. You know, it's not enough.
I like to have that once a week, but we're not real consistent.
I got
with
some
that.
in the fridge. I just stuck in there to
Cool.
thaw. Okay, so there we go. Same thing.
We're gonna show,
Same
you're gonna
width.
show see every steak cut, people. Every one.
I know. My hand is slick right now, so I need to actually wash that. So this one went kind of thick again, but I don't care.
Let's see it.
Look at it. Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I would eat either side.
I just don't.
So I think this will be Steve steak here. Might be a big
Okay.
1.3. That's fine. You can handle that day.
Heck yeah.
Just go through these tubs and look for one that looks like the size we want to eat.
Yep.
And luckily, you're not picky and don't need a steak that looks like a beautiful
I don't
steak.
care.
So that's 11. That's fine for me
See?
or you. It's fine.
Now this is for us two. You guys maybe you'll cut that one slice and then break it up into 3 pieces. Who knows?
That is basically all I do, the whole chuck roll. There's nothing magical about it whatsoever, except I'm deciding how thick we want it. And sometimes I do it thinner and sometimes I do it thicker, but
Cut.
I'm going to weigh it. Close enough to a pound.
Yeah, I mean
16
it's
ounces
so
a
it's
pound.
so close.
Yeah.
It's so consistent. Let's put it that way.
And it's fun to have different sizes. This is one for you too.
Yeah.
Here's a little one. So this one might be mine if I'm not very hungry that morning. And what is it, like 6? 6.9.
Dang.
Pretty close.
But
Okay.
you guys, if you guys did this with chuck rolls, you'd get to a feel for your size steaks also.
I'll do a thinner one. So Costco, when they do have it, neither Costco or Sam's Club today had chuck steaks. They only do 1 inch thick. And we like them thicker than that.
Yeah.
So, all right, it looks like we've got, I want to show you guys, well, this steak, look at that. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That right there looks like a good one. I'm just making you a beautiful steak. Let's see.
Oh, thanks.
Perfect.
Thanks, honey.
That's a beauty. That one looks really well
rolling
marbled,
up the
but look at
container.
this.
Nice.
No marble, but it's got a big fat piece in it.
Wow.
I bet this is one.
Never in my life have I been so excited about meat since becoming a carnivore.
I know.
And I've always liked steaks,
Yeah.
but this is different.
So I used to save little pieces like this, and I put them in their own little Tupperware or a Ziploc bag, and these I would make into chuck roast. And I would just put it in my pressure cooker, and I would make a big batch of chuck. I don't do that anymore though. I just take this, and then if there's a steak that's kind of smaller size, we have a little one in there too. And it'll just be like, okay, we have a little extra on the side. So I just throw these in here for a little surprises for later, because either one of those ones might be too small for me and I'm starving, or Steve might have a smaller one and want more, or we might cut one in half and then have a salmon with it and then have a little piece extra.
They always come in handy. It just works out.
Yeah, okay, this is what I want to show you guys. This, I saw some of the silver skin. This is really tough right here. I just saw it when I cut into that one, that there was some of this. I call it silver skin, I think that's what it's called, where it looks kind of shiny. So this right here though, these kind of steaks are kind of my favorite. I love having a weird tendon or something in there.
Extra chewy or yeah, she really likes that a lot.
I do, and so you do too. But so I'll cut it in half and just have this be its own little steak. So like 8-9 ounces. So when I go to put it in the thing, I might put a couple little etches of knife cut in there to where it at least breaks it up a little bit. But they're always fine, but I like having a little weird one every once in a while. I've got 2 weird ones here. I'll deal with those later.
And those weird ones, by the way, they don't come out tough for us.
No, they're fine.
They're all the same.
Yeah, and they're delicious. I don't know why, but so look at it. Where is the chuck eye?
I still think it's this
top thing
piece right there.
It might be this. This is beautiful right here. It
runs the length of it, and it has that shape. It could be this. Looks like a separate piece right here too.
Doesn't this look like one? And it looks like that could be.
Yeah, but I pictured a chuck eyes not being that big around, but you could be right. I don't know.
I don't know either, but we're doing it as one slice, so it really doesn't matter. Maybe you'll find the cuts that are real tough for you, and then make those into pot roast when you're butchering yours up. Just set those aside and do it for pot roast. Because chuck eye pot roast is really good.
Maybe they're used to eating.
How can this be tough? It's just so marbled.
And
it's beautiful.
Maybe the air fryer does it, because these things melt in our mouth. Yeah. When I see steaks like that, my mouth starts watering. I just love that.
This one's huge. I'll cut off a little chunk over here. That's fine.
Oh, I'll eat that one.
Look at it. Beautiful.
It is beautiful.
How can this not? This looks like ribeye.
I know.
It's so good.
Thumbnail that will. Another big, nice, juicy. I mean, sometimes I feel like I could eat that gigantic thing.
You could.
Could you imagine? Hey, see how scientific and it.
That's it.
It comes down, and over time, when you know how much you want to eat, then that's how you start cutting your steaks.
If you have kids and stuff, all the little weird ones, that's theirs.
Yeah.
And some days I'm not very hungry, or I'll be like, you know what, I'm gonna regret not eating breakfast if I want to just do a 1 meal a day. So I'm just gonna have a small one and some bone broth and have some soup. And I'll just take weird bits and do it that way. That one had a big fat chunk, and that would just I'd rather have that air fried than on this steak. So.
It goes into the gourmet pile.
Look, this isn't beautiful. This is just going in there like this, and it goes right in the air fryer like that.
Yeah,
it's fine.
I can't think back to a time where we didn't like the chuck though, because we learned about that fairly early. There were videos of poor man's ribeye, and we were eating boxed steak that was way more expensive. What was that brand? Butcher Block?
Butcher Box, but that's grass fed, so.
But it was more expensive, and it wasn't like we were getting chuck steaks.
Right.
We were getting ribeyes and other cuts, and this is better for us. For us, this is better.
Thick fat glob here. So I'm gonna carve this out.
Cut that glob. And she's doing this with a nice pink shirt. Looks nice.
That's in case it splashes on me?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you won't notice it. Yeah, some good fat, and we'll get some salt on it and get air fried with the steak.
Yeah, we'll pick one of these out, and this will be our dinner tonight, and we'll show it to you.
You're gonna see the air fryer. We do have a link in the previous video for that air fryer, but it's just...
I'm in love with that air fryer.
Yes, they're out. So am I. The first time when we ran out of propane, the first time we made a steak, we both looked at each other and was like, what in the world is that? It melts in your mouth. Like, we'll adjust the time by 1 minute or so. She's cutting all these steaks, and all of a sudden she gets down to where some are a little thinner. We just adjust the time by a minute. Look at that.
It's one. I'm just gonna do it like that.
Yeah. And see the shapes?
Yeah, this is a weird shape.
You go to Steph's restaurant.
But I guarantee, if we cook this one tonight, you guys will see how delicious this looks. This will be yours for dinner.
Okay.
And I'll have one of these weird ones. with the weird.
Yeah, so there's gonna be, that's a good idea.
I'll do this size.
She's gonna cook that one for her. She's cutting, and it's got that skin on it, whatever it is, which I'm sure there's a lot of good nutrients in there.
Yeah, it's collagen.
Yeah, some mitochondria.
Okay, those will be ours.
So there's our steaks that we will be cooking that you will get to see.
It gets trickier when it gets thinner here.
As you get towards the end, you got to make decisions.
Yeah, and the decisions are just about how big is that one going to be.
Yeah.
So like this looks like a great one.
It does indeed.
Here's a little weird chunk. That could either go as pot roast or as a piece on the side.
No beef is left behind.
No, none of it. Since there aren't a lot that are my size, this is more my size. So I'm just gonna throw a couple of these weird ones in there.
There you go.
So like this, weird looking steak, but steak, it'll be delicious.
Yep. Look at this. She's almost done.
I'm done. This is going in the fridge to last us a week. And the other two chuck rolls, I'm gonna cut them up, suck the air out, and that's it.
Here's what it looks like now. These containers do a great job. We're eating 2 steaks a day.
Dinner.
This is our dinner.
We do a lot of salt just because we love it, I guess, and we need it. We don't usually use any other spices. Steve's now been eating pepper, so we're actually doing pepper on there.
I introduced a little pepper. I haven't had any issues
at
with
all.
it.
You guys have asked about these racks. They come in a 2-pack and they're great. They go in the dishwasher, they don't rust. And
Where do
we've
you
got
get 'em?
little minis on Amazon. I'll send you guys the link, it'll be in there. But I love them. The 3 sizes, I'll stick them in there that
Oh, that
I
one's
use.
nice size, yeah.
But we were taking all of this and
Yeah.
salting it and putting it in the fridge and letting it
Age?
dry brine.
Yeah.
But Steve kind of got sick of it that way for some reason.
It was good the first time, and then I just got...
It dries it out a little bit. He's fine day of or the night before, like this. So, but I usually don't. We just get it out like this and do it.
Good job, honey.
Okay.
So there it is. There will be links to the cutting boards. We can't do anything about these containers. She's had those for a while, but
They might still have them. I'll put links if they do.
Okay, if they have that. The air fryer, I think I've got links on the other video, but I'll put the links to the air fryer. You're gonna see how we use the air fryer.
Ninja XL, 14-in-1. It does sous vide, which I haven't done because of the whole plastics thing. I feel like heated up plastic, even if it's silicone food grade. These are okay to do, Stasha ones to do sous vide, but I'm still afraid of doing it. But it will sous vide. I've got racks that will do dehydrator racks, and I think it's like 7 or 8 racks, little round ones, so cute. So you can do jerky and stuff like that in that. It replaces your Instapot because it's a pressure cooker too. It only has 1 lid. It'll do all the different things with 1 lid. It'll bake, it'll broil, it'll roast. I can do my bone broth in that thing. All in 1 pot. I roast my bones and then I do my bone broth in the same pot, and then the pot goes in the dishwasher.
It's a fantastic.
So easy.
She's got dual pots, so when one's in the dishwasher, the other one
So it comes with a ceramic one, which obviously is okay for not having the non-stick. I don't want anything non-stick if I can help it. So I got a ceramic one, but I bought an extra stainless one, and it's fantastic. So we have 2 sets. We have the ceramic set, and then we have the stainless. So then when our 2 meals a day, they both get washed and used, and don't have to deal with that.
All right, so that's how we do it. We like to do it in a way that saves us time, and the food tastes good.
And if you're thinking about it, I just meal prepped a week in like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
All we have to do other than that is our eggs in the egg cooker.
Yeah.
And that's all we're eating.
And we got 2 egg cookers, like I said in the last video. So now we're getting 14 eggs in 1 cooking.
Yeah. So
if you're looking to save time, do this.
Yeah, 1 week. And I'm gonna do all 3 of these. So it'll take me an hour. I don't even think it'll take me an hour to do all 3 of them. And I've got 3 weeks of food done, prepped.
Yeah, in an hour.
In an hour.
Good job.
Amazing.
Thanks, honey. Enjoy your life.